Happy Monday, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. It's the beginning of a new week, and I hope everybody will have a great week, whatever it is that you're doing during this week. And this is In the Raw, just a quick conversation, unscripted, unedited, just a natural conversation about different things. And today I want to talk about something that I've been thinking about for a while. We live in a very polarized world. People are very passionate about what they stand for, what they believe in, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there is something that does catch my attention, and it's the subject of judging. And we hear it's even cliche. Don't judge others. You don't want to be judged. Jesus actually said that. If you don't want to be judged, don't judge others. But we all do it. We all do it at one point, without even noticing. We do it. We judge people. It's not something that is bad to judge people. This reminds me of what Paul writes to the Corinthians, and he says, it's your responsibility to judge those inside the church, those that are Christian or that are part of your group. It's okay to judge them. And then he goes on to say, but God will judge those outside of the church, those that are not Christian. But we tend to not really make any distinction between that. And when he's talking about judging there, he's not saying do it in a bad way. He teaches, we should do it in order to edify somebody, to build somebody up, to help somebody become better. But we kind of don't make that distinction, and we tend to pass judgment on people that we don't agree with, people that don't look at life the way we look at it, people that don't have the same lifestyle we do. And we seem to judge. And like I said, it's not a bad thing to judge, because we all do it. We all have our opinions, and judging is really an opinion that we have about people, about others, about, things or whatever. And so, that's not something necessarily wrong. But what's wrong about judging, what's wrong about passing judgment on others, is something that comes with it, and that we will do it automatically, and it's called condemnation. We condemn people, and that's what I'm seeing a lot. You see it on social media. I don't really watch the news too much. I just prefer not to do it, but I do follow some news outlets on social media just to keep up with what's going on, and I follow liberal ones and conservative ones. I follow them the same. I just follow all of them because I like to see what different perspectives people have about issues that are happening, current events or whatever. But you see it on social media a lot. People just going at it, and just defending their points, defending their stance. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that, but it does become a problem, in my opinion, when we start to condemn. And I see that a lot. People condemning others, people saying you're if you don't think like me, if you don't live like I live, then you're wrong. And we start condemning, and that's where it becomes, I think, problematic, because like I said, we naturally judge other people. The minute we see somebody that we've met for the first time, we pass judgment. We come to conclusions about that person, or randomly, people we see out on the street, just by the way they look, the way they act, we judge them. We say this, this person is this way or that way or whatever, just by the exterior, what we see on the exterior. But the problem is when we start condemning people. Like I said, when we start getting very passionate about, if you don't believe the way I do, then you're wrong. Or if you don't do what I'm doing, you're wrong. If you don't, support whatever issue, then you're wrong. And I think that's what's really polarized our nation, our world, really. It's just people just condemning others because of the difference of opinions, because of the way they, different points of view, and people just tend to do that. And to me, that's not correct. We are not here to condemn. And Paul says it, very clearly. God will judge, and in that context, what he's saying is God will condemn those, or God will deal with those people. It's not our job to condemn others. It's not our job to say, you are wrong and you're going to hell, or you're wrong and you're not going to live forever, or whatever, whatever we say, whatever we think about people. And then we don't want to deal with them. We don't want to interact with those people, and, I think, we need to understand, we are called to be light in this world. We are called to be the salt of the earth, as Jesus put it. And sometimes, we prefer to just not be involved with certain groups of people or with certain types of people because we are condemning them, and that's not right. In my opinion, I think we need to be more open to interact with people that we don't agree with, that don't necessarily see things the way we see them, so that we can be light to them. But let's not condemn. And I think that's a good starting point. Making that distinction. I can judge somebody. I can say, I have this opinion about you, and I respect you, but I'm not going to condemn you. All right. So, that's it. So have a good day. Have a good rest of this week, and be blessed.